There are interior lights in here, but they're like not the most helpful. Might be better than nothing, I guess.
Okay.
You can control the brightness of them with this thing right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the database looks good. And upper left.
Good.
And hit again.
New page airport information, Juliet 2352 Zulu wind 340 at 10 visibility 10 clear below 12,000. Temperature -8, dew point -15, altimeter 3074. ILS runway 2 left, and visual approach within use, landing point runway 2 left, runway 2 right. IFR departures, contact ground, firefighter clearance, VFR departures, advise ground control for directional flight, advise initial contact, information Juliet. New page airport information, Juliet 2352 Zulu wind 340 at 10 visibility 10 clear below 12,000. Temperature -8, dew point -15, altimeter 3074. ILS runway 2 left, and visual approach within use, landing point runway 2 left, runway 2 right. IFR departures, contact ground, firefighter clearance, VFR departures, advise ground.
Okay, 340. Oh, I gotta turn this down.
Yeah, these things, the squelch is a little funky on these things. This audio panel sucks.
Okay.
We'll just have to do what we can then.
Alright, try not to yell.
Yeah.
Wind's at 340.
Does it seem too loud to you?
When I talk, it sounds really loud.
Okay, how about that? Is that a little bit better?
That's yeah, that's
too low, or is that good? Okay.
No, that's good.
Okay.
340 at 10 knots, 10 miles of visibility, clear below 12,000. The altimeter is 3074. And just that. I can see that. Okay. And information, Juliet.
Ground Sky 20437, Illinois Aviation for westbound departure with information, Juliet.
That looks like that's 105.
Yeah, that compass is really hard to see.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah. It's hard to see during the day.
Okay.
628.
The altimeter set, heading indicator synced to compass, seatbelt, shoulder harnesses are checked. We're on 1200 on the transponder, vacuum instruments check. Attitude indicator and heading indicator look good. Brakes are being held. Okay, so then my other checklist is so much more helpful. We got to get our clearance here. What are we going to do today?
Let's just go to the west. I was thinking we could practice some night landings. We could go to DeKalb, and we could work with the pilot-controlled lighting a little bit. We can mess around with that.
Oh, okay. The 7, 5, and 3 clicks?
Yep.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll do a departure to the, we'll do southwest departure.
Southwest departure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tear this off quick. I should know this. 121.8 is the ground frequency. Okay.
Yep.
To page ground, Skyhawk 1242 uniform at Illinois Aviation, looking for a southwest departure. We have information, Juliet.
Skyhawk 1242 uniform to page ground, wind 350 at 7. Are you comfortable with 28?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Skyhawk 14 uniform, runway 28, taxi via Echo Hotel, cross runway 2 left at Echo.
That's runway 28 via Echo Hotel, cleared to cross 2 left via Echo.
Perfect.
And that's 1242 uniform.
Yeah, so we're going to have like a 60-degree crosswind, but
Okay.
good practice.
So 28 is down here.
Yeah.
Am I right on that?
Yes, you are.
So we're going to go all the way down
And he cleared us to cross already. So.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, so 20 right and 2 left, same runway, different ends.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it. Okay, he was naming the other end. All right.
They call it whatever the wind would favor the most. So the wind was out of, what do you say, 350, I think?
340, 10.
Yeah, so it would be closest to 2 left rather than 20 right.
Yeah. Okay. That up, and we'll get going. All right, brakes hold. Flight controls free, clear. Down. Up. Down. Those look good. Fuel selectors on both. Elevator is set. I set that before I got in the plane. Mixture is rich. Circuit breakers are all in. They all look good. Okay, we'll throttle up to 1700. All right, we're going to check the right mag. We're going to ground the right mag first. And less than 100, back to both. We're going to ground the left mag. That's about 100. And we're going to go between the two. And no change, back to both. Okay. Mags check, carb heat on. Got a drop, carb heat back on. Ammeter is positive. Engine instruments in the green. Oil temp is all the way to the left. Suction gauge is in the green. And we'll throttle down and pull up just a tad here. Okay, flight instruments and radios check. And we're like around 1. Track 145. Approximately. Heading indicators synced up. Doors and windows are good?
Yep.
Instruments and radios check. We'll switch it over to tower. We'll wait for these guys. Everything else looks good. Okay, run up is good. Flaps are confirmed to be up. Mixture is rich. Heading indicator's been synced to compass. Doors and windows closed and locked. We're on 1200. Strobes, no strobes. Time. Wind velocity is 340 at 10 knots. We're going to have a right crosswind correction on takeoff, and we'll ease that out as we pick up our speed.
And we'll leave a decent amount of it in because we do have like a pretty hefty crosswind right now. So
yeah.
I mean the velocity's not that bad, but it's coming at like what do you say? 340 is the wind?
340 at 10.
340, so it's like a 60 knot or a 60 degree crosswind.
Yeah.
So that's pretty heavy.
Okay, Tower Sky 20437, holding short.
One quick thing we can do while we're waiting is we're going to be going southwest, like you said. I want to practice transitioning through Aurora's airspace. So let's go ahead and grab the frequency for Aurora's tower. So what you can do, an easy way to get it is to do a direct to Aurora on here.
All right. Do you mind holding the brakes for a second?
Yep. My brakes.
Yeah. Okay. Your brakes. Just give my calves a freaking break here. Okay.
So direct to. I'll actually roll us up a little bit here. I got him, that's fine.
DuPage Tower.
So it's K-A-R-R.
Eastbound ILF 2 left.
Niner 62 to Quebec, DuPage Tower, wind 330 at Niner, runway 2 left, clear to land.
Roger, runway 2 left, clear to land, to Quebec.
Okay,
Okay.
Go, enter. And then click the big knob once to the right, and that'll take us to the, that'll take us to the waypoints folder. And then we'll take the little knob, and within the waypoints folder, we'll twist it to the right, I think 3 times.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, 2. Go back. There's our frequencies. So click in on the little knob now, press in on it, and then use the big knob to scroll down until you get to highlight tower, and then just press enter, and it'll enter, so cursor, and then enter, and that'll automatically put it into our standby frequency right there, 120.6.
Okay.
So there we go. So
All right.
now we can easily switch between them. Now, click the cursor again to deselect anything that you have, and then take the big knob and turn it all the way back to the left. There you go.
Okay.
So we'll transition through there. I'll talk you through how we do that when we're actually up in the air.
Okay. Okay, so we got everything here. Brakes are mine?
Yep, your brakes.
Pull up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go carpet off, full power, and we'll get our clearance.
Okay.
60. Does this thing keep going off? Shit.
Is it running low on battery?
I don't know.
It looks
I feel,
bright.
I feel like it keeps going off. Is there like a red or orange right there?
On the side?
Yeah.
No, but it did just shut off though.
That's weird.
Maybe it's running low. You want to borrow mine?
Nah.
I got one.
You got a headlamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it should have good batteries on it.
I don't know why.
Mine does that when it's getting low on batteries, but now it looks like it's staying on. Weird.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, right there.
It is low?
Turns
Okay.
red.
Yeah. Oh man, mine's doing it too actually. Oh, mine's doing it too.
There's a lesson for you.
Yeah. Great.
I'm gonna keep it on just to have it.
Yeah. It'll come on for at least a second when you need to see it. We can always turn these up a little brighter if we need to. That kind of helps, right?
No, I think that's fine for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, at least we can see this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready to get my clearance.
Okay.
We're on the tower checklist. Okay. Page Tower, Skyhawk, 1242 uniform, holding short of 28 on hotel. Ready for departure.
Skyhawk 1242 uniform, DuPage Tower, left turn southwestbound approved, runway 28, clear for takeoff, wind 3407.
Clear to take off, runway 28 for that southwest departure. 1242 uniform.
All right.
Okay. Finals clear. Carpeets in. Transponder, we got our landing light on, 1200. And we got our crosswind correction in. Instruments are in the green. Airspeed's coming alive. Rotate.
Nice takeoff.
Page Tower, Archer 481 Alpha is holding short runway 28, ready for departure.
Archer 481 Alpha, DuPage Tower, runway 28, line up and wait, traffic lands, runway 2 left.
28, line up and wait for traffic landing, 481 Alpha.
About that.
There.
Oh, we got it?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Now you can?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, weird. Alright, let's go ahead and level out at 3,000. Right here. Your controls?
My controls.
Your controls. Okay, so what I was saying is we're going to transition through Aurora's airspace, and we need to get their permission in order to do it. So I went back to the waypoints folder here and got their ATIS. See that? 125.85, so it's in right here. So let's go ahead and transition that over to active on comp 2 there. Just press that very top button.
Right here?
Yeah, let's just listen to it really quick. Go ahead, comp 2. The main thing we're looking for here is the altimeter setting.
Out of service, 7.8 nautical miles southwest of Aurora Airport at 1160 feet MSL or 498 feet AGL. All taxiways and aprons, braking action medium. Windsock north of runway 27, out of service. Advise on this contact you for information hotel. Aurora Tower, information hotel 2352 Zulu, wind 330 at 9er, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000, temperature -8, dew point -14, altimeter 3075. Around expect the RNAV runway 33 approach, notice airman runway 1.
Okay, so hotel. So go ahead and switch over to their setting. What you're going to want to tell them is that we're, so Aurora Tower, Skyhawk 1242 uniform, 6 miles to the northeast at 3,000. We'd like to request a transition through your airspace to the southwest, and we have hotel.
Whoa, it's a lot.
Yeah. You want to do a 360 here really quick? We can do one while you think about it. Just so we don't run through their airspace.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a left 360. Okay, so it's Aurora Tower.
Aurora Tower, Skyhawk 1242 uniform.
6 miles to the northeast at 3,000.
6 miles to the northeast at 3,000.
And then we want to request a transition through your airspace to the southwest.
We have hotel.
And we have hotel.
Okay.
You want to run that by me once?
Yeah. Aurora Tower, Skyhawk 1242 uniform. We're at
6 miles.
6 miles to the northeast at 3,000, requesting transition to your airspace to the southwest. We have hotel.
Perfect.
I can remember all that.
And whenever you kind of turn back here, you can let them have it. You can hit them right now if you wanted to. 6 miles to the northeast at 3,000.
Yeah. Okay,
Go for it.
Aurora Tower, Skyhawk 1242 uniform. We are 6 miles to the northeast, 3,000, requesting transition through your airspace to the southwest. We have hotel.
November 1242 uniform, Aurora Tower, transition through the Delta approved to altimeter 3075.
Just say 3075.
3075, Skyhawk 1242 uniform.
Sweet, that's it.
Twin Star 5 Juliet Alpha,
just in the
runway
nick of time.
33, clear for the option, wind 350 at 9er.
What's up?
Just in the nick of time.
Star 5 Juliet.
Yeah.
So we can kind of start going a little bit more that way. Kind of like in the same direction that the magenta line is kind of pointing us.
Okay.
So
Where is their airport?
you can see right down here, you should see a flashing white and green alternating light down there.
Yeah, right
See that? Where all
there.
the kind of the clump of yellow lights is.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Where are the runways, though?
Where the black is, basically.
Oh.
You'll see it, yeah.
To the north.
Yep, there's one going that way, and then there's one going, well, this one is east-west, and then there's one that's going north-south.
North-south.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a little bit more of a right turn, heading maybe like 240. So yeah, anytime you want to transition, you want to get the weather first, and then you want to tell them your position and your altitude, and then which direction you're going to transition.
Yeah. It's all the same W's.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep.
We got somebody down there.
Yeah,
that's probably that person that's on their base or final. Probably base, they're turning final.
Yep. So as you kind of could tell right there, it's a little tricky between DuPage and Aurora because they're so close together.
Right.
So one thing you can do is when we're leaving DuPage, so technically we're not supposed to be off of the frequency until we're out of their airspace. But what we can do is we can call DuPage and ask for a frequency change, and they'll give us an early frequency change, unless there's traffic around and they're going to want to be talking to us, and then they'll say, stay with me. So we could always call DuPage and say, can 4-2 uniform get a frequency change? And they'll either say yes or no. Most of the time they say yes.
We asked DuPage for that?
Yeah, so we can get, so when we're leaving, right, we're going to be, we're coming out from here, right, we're leaving this way.
Right.
We'd still be in their airspace, so technically we need to be on with them.
Oh.
We can call them and say, hey, can we get a frequency change? And they would probably know, based on where we're going, that it's because we want to talk to Aurora. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's where you were starting from.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And a lot of times they'll call, Aurora will call us momentarily and say frequency change approved. And you can just say 4-2 uniform.
Okay. So this is like really my first night.
Like a full-on night flight? Yeah.
You can definitely see the air traffic a lot easier.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's great. And I mean, those planes could be like a long ways away, too. They probably are.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to come into DeKalb. So why don't we go ahead. So if I wanted to get the information for DeKalb, I could either type it in right there. I could press the cursor when I'm on here and type it in right there.
Yeah.
Or we could just do a direct to DeKalb from here, and that'll automatically make it our selected waypoint. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put a direct to DeKalb.
So we're going to do direct to and not a full 3 turns, or we'll do it direct, meaning that?
Oh, you could do it at the nearest. Yeah, you could do the nearest. That's fine. So if you do that, so now click in on the cursor, and then take your big knob and scroll down until you see KDKB. Try a couple more. There it is.
That's
now
it?
Now press direct to, and then enter. There you go. And then it's going to take you to this screen. So take the little knob and click it to the right once, and that takes you back to your map now. So now it's DeKalb is our selected waypoint.
Okay.
So if we want to get their information, take your big knob, go back to the waypoints folder. There you go. And now there's all the frequencies for DeKalb. So let's go ahead and put the Unicom, which is also the CTAF, into our secondary here. So click in on the cursor and scroll down to and press enter.
Star 5 Juliet Alpha, runway 33, clear
so
for your action, wind
122.7 is in
3508.
that one.
Clear for
and
the
then we're going to want to put the
Star 5 Juliet Alpha.
AWAS.
Cessna 42 uniform, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
42 uniform? Go ahead, say 42.
42 uniform.
Okay. Go ahead and put 119.075 into this one right here. So just, you can't do it with enter, unfortunately. They're not tethered together like that, but you can take this big knob and scroll it back to 119. There you go. Put it in the active now. Comp on the top. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of shit. Okay, now we're good. So we have, she said we can change frequencies, so go ahead and switch over to DeKalb. So now we're fully set up for DeKalb. We have their CTAF on the top here in the active in COM1, and we have their AWAS in the active of COM2.
Okay.
So now push the cursor again to deselect what you have selected, and take your big knob and twist it to the left. There you go. If you want now, see how our direct to is all the way back there now?
Yeah.
We can press direct to enter again, and it'll reset it from our current position. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to the weather at DeKalb, and kind of see what's going on. I have a feeling we're going to be landing runway 2, but good to check.
Dowd Sailor Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 0, 0, 3, 8, Zulu, weather, wind, 3, 4, 0, at 6, visibility, 1, 0, clear, low, 1, 2,000, temperature, minus 9 Celsius, dew point, minus 1, 4, altimeter, 3, 0, 7, 5.
Okay, so the wind was, did you get that? 340 at 6.
It's 6,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. So what we can do then is we can take your big knob again, go back to the waypoints page, and then click the left knob to the, I think to the right once. No, sorry, to the left twice. One more to the left.
Oh, to the left.
Yeah, so one more. Okay, there's our runway options right there, and you can zoom in and out on this page if you want. So we have runway 2 and 20,
yep,
and 27 and 9.
Yeah.
So which one of those do you think is going to be best?
2 would be best.
2, good.
Yeah.
So big knob all the way back to the left to get back to our map. So let's go ahead and start going in the direction. Yeah, you can reset it.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Oh, yep. There we go. All right. We look all clear.
Looks clear, yeah. Okay, so one other trick here. If you're going to an airport that you're unclear of or like you haven't been to before, and it's nighttime like this and you're not sure exactly how to line up with the runway, one way you could do that is we can set what's called OBS mode. Okay? So what you're going to want to do is up here, put the heading of the runway in that we want to go to. So roll in 02. Keep rolling, good. A little bit more. There you go, there's 020 set. Good. Now, you always want to make sure that you're on.
You got a Falcon 913 Hotel, currently 13 miles east. We're going to be entering a right base, runway 2, full stop, decom.
Okay, so they're 13 to the east. They're coming this way for a right base for 2. That's fine. So, with the, we'll worry about them in a second. So with OBS mode, like we're doing here, we always want to make sure that our CDI is on GPS. That controls what this is connected to. So see how it says GPS right there?
Right.
That's what we want. Now press OBS right here. And then it will show us the way to go to get to runway 2 right there.
Oh.
So if we hike it to the left a little bit, go ahead and turn 90 degrees and we'll just get lined up with that. That will then put us on track, more or less. It's not perfect, but it more or less gets us lined up with the runway.
I notice I have, and I didn't do a good job of this, I didn't do our cruise checklist, which I'm always picking myself for.
No, you're usually good at it.
My landing light is still on. Is that?
That's fine. I mean, turn it off for a second. You watch out front as you turn it off.
Which one is
the top
it?
one right up there. So, see how you get a little bit better visibility with it off, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it's almost better in times like this to leave it on if we're going to be staying low like this, because it's going to give other people that much better of an opportunity to see us.
We are 2,300 feet. We'll be entering a right base. Full stop. Runway 2 left. Decom.
Okay, so they're 8 miles to the east. They're in a Falcon, so they're moving fast. We're still 17 miles, so it's not going to be an issue for us to catch up to them. We're not going to even start making our calls until we're 10 miles out.
Yeah.
So we're good on that. So this thing right here, it's called the Omni bearing selector. That's what OBS means, meaning that we can switch it to whatever we want. So see how if I roll it like that, see how it's rolling on the screen like that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can put up whatever you want. So you can just line it up with the runway, basically.
Okay.
And it takes us into it. You can cut it maybe a little bit to the right so that we're at a 90-degree intercept to the magenta line. No, leave that as
oh, yeah.
But turn the airplane, to maybe like a heading of, I don't know, 280 or something like that. So he's turning on the lights right there. You can hear him doing it.
Oh, those clicks?
Right turn 280.
Oh, right turn?
Yeah. probably going to be setting up on his base pretty soon right now.
Now the video will be good for this, even if it's hard to, I mean, the audio, just for all the, the
GPS
the Garmin
stuff.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see all those turbines.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they all flash synchronized.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Wow, man, there's a lot of them.
Dude, it's a huge farm.
Holy smokes! I mean, I only see what I could see on 88.
Did you know those things turn with the wind? I had no idea that they did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think they're all programmed to
find
the optimal direction.
That's so cool.
Okay, so we're going to intercept the line here.
Yep. So we can wait a little while. We're still kind of far away from it. Once you start seeing this line move, this is telling us our deviation from the magenta right here.
Yeah.
That is the magenta for us. So once you see it starting to move, that's when you can maybe take your right-hand turn.
Okay. Now, is the DeKalb powered or no? They're not. If you're having to key the lights on.
Well, they're not. Yeah, so they're not 24/7 lit up, but they're pilot controlled. So
okay.
We can get it whenever we want. Okay, so I'll go ahead and say start turning in now.
All right, we're clear.
Yep. You can see the runway up there.
Traffic, Falcon 9130, tell short pond, runway 2 left, full stop, DeKalb.
So back to the left a little bit. Do you see the pappy lights up there, the orange ones? There's like a row of kind of bright orange lights.
Yeah.
See those?
Yep.
The pappies, yep. So we'll wait for this guy to get off the runway. He's on short final right now. We'll wait for him to get off, and then we'll start messing around with the lights a little bit. Have we done any non-towered airport work?
No.
Okay, so what we do is we begin making calls 10 miles out. So our first call is going to be along the lines of DeKalb traffic. That's how you start a non-towered airport call. You say the name of the airport and then traffic afterwards, because we're announcing to the traffic. We're not talking to a tower. So it's DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 124 uniform, 10 miles to the south, inbound in this case for a straight in for runway 2. And then you just end by saying DeKalb. You don't have to say DeKalb traffic, you can just say DeKalb.
Okay. So
that'd be DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 124 uniform, 10 miles to the south, inbound for a straight in for runway 2, DeKalb. Okay, then we'll give them another call. So we want to give them multiple calls in you know, kind of positions as we come in. So we give them another one at 7, another one at 5 or 4, and then another one when we're on final. So the further we get in, the more info you can give. So you can start saying, you know, I'm at such and such altitude. I'm going to be doing a stop and go. You can start feeding more information the closer you get, basically.
Okay, DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 142 uniform, 10 miles to the south.
Inbound for straight in for runway 2.
Inbound straight in for runway 2. DeKalb. Yep.
Actually, I was wrong. That is not the pappy lights. Those are the pappy lights down there. So you can see kind of like, so start turning right, see how we're kind of on that now. So once we turn in, you can actually see the approach lights up there. There's kind of like a darker area in between where it kind of looks like city lights up there.
Yeah.
There's kind of like yellow city lights and then orangish city lights.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of a dark spot in the middle with that kind of bright chunk in there.
Yep.
That's the approach lighting system.
Okay.
Okay.
DeKalb traffic, Seminole 24041, about 5 miles or so to the east. Be overflying the field 3000 from east to west. DeKalb.
Okay, so he's just transitioning. He's not coming into land. He's just overflying the field to 3000. So
yeah, and he's coming from east to west.
Yep.
Is that you said?
So we can probably see him. I mean, if he has his lights on. I don't know. I don't see him yet, but
5 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to tell up here that it's not perfectly lined up when we do this. It's more just kind of an approximation.
Uh-huh.
If we wanted it to be perfect, we could load up an instrument approach.
Uh-huh.
You want to try that? Get perfect with it?
That's fine, yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it. So click procedure, enter to select approach, and then we're going to scroll down to, I believe there's an RNAV with a big knob. RNAV2 is, yeah, oh, sorry, just scroll up one, there you go. Enter. And then we'll do vectors, enter, and then scroll down with the big knob once to activate. Enter. And then press FPL right there. Okay, now that's going to get us straight in. If we follow this line now, we're like going pretty much straight in. Now the only bad thing about this is
why is my distance
yeah,
like...
it has our distance to Ginyo, which is a waypoint, so we can go here and get it. That is our total distance right there.
Oh, okay.
So it's telling us our desired track is 023, so we can put it in there so we don't forget it. And then we can use this line now as our magenta line, basically, if we want to be watching the distance right here. So when you're about, so when we're about 10 and a half is when you could call them out. The distance that it's giving us is from the center of the airport. So I usually imagine that...
Cal traffic 702.1 over the top 3,000 to Cal.
There he is up there, maybe? No, that wouldn't be him. Because we're at 3,000 too. I don't know, I don't see him. Maybe?
I see him.
Yeah, okay, I got him.
Barely
Yeah,
see him.
I see him too, yeah. The strobes right there?
Yep.
Cool. So like I was saying, it's taking the distance from the very center of the airport.
Yeah.
So when we're, 10.5, we're actually 10 miles from the boundary of the airport at that point.
Okay.
So that's usually when I make my call for 10 out. So why don't you just give me a practice with it really quick one more time.
Lookout traffic, Skyhawk 124 to uniform, 10 to the south, inbound, straight in for runway 2, full stop. Or
just, we can just say runway 2 right for now and then DeKalb.
Okay.
The closer we get, we can give them more information about what we're actually doing.
I gotta end it with DeKalb. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Yeah.
DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 124 to uniform, 10 to the south, inbound, straight in, runway 2, DeKalb.
Good. Okay, why don't you go ahead and hit him with it?
Hit him up?
Yep.
Okay. DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 124 to uniform, 10 to the south, inbound, straight in, runway 2, DeKalb.
Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and play with those controlled lights now. So you obviously see where it is, right up there?
Yeah.
Yep, with the rabbits shooting in towards it.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and click your mic about this fast, go. About that quick, so give it, let's see, so it's already on, so give it 3 right now. Try 5, a little bit quicker. Weird. Try 7, about that speed that you did.
1, 2.
Oh, he should be close enough. Let me try it with mine. Maybe we're not close enough. We'll try it a little bit closer.
Are they on?
Yeah.
It looks like they're on.
Yeah, the approach light. So we'll be able to turn off the approach light as well. I was just trying to dim it.
Oh, okay.
You can set the the intensity of it.
Yeah. So when our next call will be at 7?
Yeah.
Approximately?
And then at that one, once you include the altitude, so we're 7 to the south at 3,000 inbound for a straight in for runway 2, DeKalb.
Yep.
go ahead and give it to him.
Page traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform, 7 to the south at 3000, inbound straight in, runway 2, DeKalb.
Perfect, except for you started with DuPage.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all right. there's no one here. It's fine.
Okay.
One other thing I should throw in too. So it's expected when you're going to enter a traffic like this that we enter the traffic pattern on a downwind or a base, something other than straight in. Straight in's fine, but if we're going to do it, usually on the call I include, so we're inbound for a straight in for runway 2, and then I'll say traffic permitting, meaning if there's no one else in the pattern, that I can just go straight in like this.
Yeah. Okay. Mixture rich, fuels on both. Carb heat as necessary, we'll turn that on here. Weather we have. Do we have we got the weather?
It's recent enough.
Yep. Altimeter set, instruments check. We look good. And your sync to compass. I'm not going to rely on trying to do that, given how dark it is. Approach briefing. So our wind's 340 at 6 knots.
Yep. Yeah, we could go ahead and start descending nice and shallow now. So carb heat on. The power back to maybe like
2000.
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's try those lights again. So give me like, try 3.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. See that? How it cycled the approach lights?
Yeah.
Now give it 5.
1, 2, 3.
Now a little bit brighter. Now give it 7, and it'll be the brightest.
Wow.
See that up there?
That's really bright.
Yeah. You can change it to whatever you want. Isn't that like empowering feeling though? Knowing that we're miles and miles away and changing lights? When we do our night cross country, I like to go to this place called Valparaiso.
Oh, my wife went to school there.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah.
It's it has the craziest pilot controlled lighting ever. It's like the mothership when you turn it on. It's like blinding almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool. And you can get it from way further out than this. This one we had to be pretty close to do it. It's kind of weird.
So you want to have me do another call?
Yeah, go ahead and give them a 4 mile.
Okay.
Tell them we're inbound, straight in runway 2, touch and go. And we'll let's see. You could say that we'll stay in the traffic pattern. So straight in for runway 2, touch and go with left closed traffic. I know it's a lot, but.
And how long is this runway? Do you know?
It's long.
It's long.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's plenty long. So 3 to the south.
So decal traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform.
At this point, you can almost say we're on a 3 mile final. Just say on a 3 mile final for runway 2. Touch and go, left closed traffic.
Okay. Decal traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform on a 3 mile final. Runway 2. Touch and go, left coast traffic. Decal.
Perfect. And then we'll just kind of start bumping over to the right just so we can get lined up a little bit better. And we'll start thinking about slowing this bad boy down a little bit so that we can be in our landing configuration. We're a little bit on the low side, just slightly. And you might want to consider notching those lights back to 3 clicks just because it's going to be really bright. There we go, that's a little better. Isn't that cool though?
Yeah.
Okay, so get that power back to maybe like 15. Pitch up a little bit. And when you can, start getting those flaps in. So this line right now, the horizontal one, is our vertical deviation. So that's the glide slope right there.
Yep.
So we are the circle, meaning that we're slightly low right now. So we want those lines to be perfectly crossed. Oh, come on.
Who did that?
Someone else. Oh, that's annoying. You can turn it back down if you want. and call, say, DeKalb traffic, 14 uniforms on a short final for runway 2, touch and go left close traffic.
DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform on short final for runway 2.
Touch and go.
Touch and goes, left close traffic, DeKalb.
Perfect. I'm gonna turn that down. That's ridiculous.
So Mike, shooting for the...
Yeah, we're high now, so go ahead and pull power back. We're fast too, so give me some more flaps. Pull that power back. At this point, you can just kill the power, to be honest. We're going about 100 miles per hour right now, so. Looking good. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, flaps up, carb heat in, and punch that power. Okay, we're up. Go ahead and punch it.
Flap,
Yep.
up. And rotate.
Yep. It's a long runway, huh? Okay, so now, since we don't have a tower, we need to call all of our legs of the traffic pattern as well. So when you turn left crosswind, say DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 14 uniform, left crosswind from runway 2, from runway 2, DeKalb.
Jeez, I'm having a hard time doing all this at the same time.
Fine, I can get this one. DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 1214 uniform is on a left crosswind from runway 2, DeKalb.
And what's the pattern altitude here?
1,900. Okay, and then when we turn downwind, we'll say DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 14 uniforms on a left downwind from runway 2, DeKalb. It's annoying.
DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform, turning left downwind for runway 2, DeKalb.
So I see some lights up there. That could have been whoever turned on the approach lights. I haven't heard any other calls yet though, which is a little weird. To the right just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting a little close.
Yeah. Okay, we can start our descent. That's 10 degrees.
DeKalb traffic, Twin Cessna 4079er Charlie, taxiing across runway 27 and 9er, DeKalb.
Nice. You can see him down there.
Good. Pull that power back to 15 for me. And go ahead and give him a call, tell him you're turning left. We can extend just a little bit further and then we're left base for runway 2.
DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform, turning left base for runway 2, DeKalb.
Good. Yeah, good, looking good. And get wings level, go ahead and put in 20 degrees flaps. And just go ahead and keep that turn coming.
That, we're gonna.
And to say you're turning final for runway 2.
DeKalb traffic, Skyhawk 1242 uniform, turning final for runway 2, DeKalb. Yeah, that was not a good,
Yeah, we're a little tight on the pattern, but okay, let's try it again.
I need to announce short final?
I mean, you can. That's fine.
I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah,
Focus
fine.
on this
You're fine.
landing.
Yep.